TV Land. I am your host tonight. I am Martha Hood from Bean 7. And we're here tonight with some special guests. And I'm just so glad to be here tonight. It's just a blessing. It's a blessing to be seen again. And we're here to talk about their pastor's anniversary that's coming up on Sunday. And I believe his name is Pastor Marshall Morgan, am I right?
Yes.
And this will be his what anniversary? What number will this be?
Fifth anniversary.
His fifth anniversary.
Yes.
He's been there 5 years. It doesn't seem like it's been that long. And it's going to be at 1 o'clock on Sunday, right?
That's correct.
And we're going to be there. We're going to be there with you all, if it's the Lord's will, and I hope it will be His will for us to be there. You know, like I say all the time, God is good.
Yes, He
We
is.
serve a good God.
Yes.
Whether you know it or not, whether people believe it or not, we serve a good God.
Yes.
And I'm just so thankful tonight to see you all and to be among you, because it could be the other way.
All right.
But God fixed it so we can be here tonight.
Amen.
Now, I'm going to ask you all a few questions about the anniversary Sunday. What's going to be happening? Can you let me know what's going to be happening? Let the audience know what we're going to be expecting on Sunday.
Okay, on Sunday, which is August 2nd,
Uh-huh.
Sunday, August 2nd at 1 p.m. Eastern Time,
Okay.
we're going to be celebrating our pastor's 5th anniversary, pastoral anniversary. And we're going to be doing it from our parking lot at the church, Concord Missionary Baptist Church,
Amen.
out on 280. And it's going to be a parade. We'll be practicing social distancing.
Amen.
So what we're going to do, instead of the church parading around them,
Mm-hmm.
we decided to let them parade around us.
Amen.
So we're going to park cars. We're going to try to get there between 12:30 and say 12:45. We're going to decorate the parking lot with balloons.
Amen.
And we're going to have everybody, either they can stay in your car, or once they get there, you can get out of the car, but we're going to do the 6 feet
Okay.
with the mask if you get out of your car.
Okay.
And we're going to have them picked up by a limousine.
Great.
Yeah, the limousine is going to pick them up from their home at about 12:45.
Okay.
And it'll take them about 10 minutes from where they live
Get there.
to get to the church. And at that time, we're going to all get out if you want to, but still practicing the social distancing. And then if you want to sit in the car, they're going to come into the church parking lot. They're going to parade around us all the way through the church parking lot to the front of the building, turn around and parade out.
Wonderful.
And hopefully we can get them to make 2 circles.
Good.
That way he'll be able to see everybody,
Right.
and everybody be able to see him and his family.
Good.
And so we're just hoping that we have a good turnout. I know all the members are looking forward to it,
That's good.
because we had to postpone his pastor's anniversary. Should have been in May,
Okay.
but we had to wait until August.
Okay.
So everybody's excited about it.
Good. That's wonderful. I'm excited too.
Amen.
I'm very
Amen.
excited.
Yes.
And he's gonna be riding a limo.
Yes,
Oh my
ma'am.
God, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's one I can't wait to see that. Now he's a pastor and he's a father also, right?
Yes, he
Good.
is.
And he's a husband.
He
has
is.
how many children?
He have 5 children.
5 children.
Mhm.
My God, that's a blessing.
Yes.
And he's been there 5
5 years.
Now, I've been knowing Pastor Marshall a long. I knew him before he started preaching. And he's the same person.
Yes.
That he don't change.
No.
No, he's a sweetheart.
Yes, he
And I'm
is.
not saying that because I'm talking about him, but I say that to his face also. He's a good person. And I understand he is a good pastor.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Yes, I don't get to come out to hear him like I do most of the churches that, the ministers that come to this program. I usually go out and visit with them, you know, so, but I haven't been out there. But now that we will be there Sunday, hopefully, and I hope the rain hold off. I
Oh,
hope
praying.
it's not supposed to rain so we can just enjoy him.
Right.
And I'm sure he's looking forward to this, he and his family.
Yeah.
And now, about how many members do y'all have?
Oh, we have a pretty large membership.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
250 or better.
Good.
But what happened is, we got a few that
Right,
in and out.
right.
But yes, we had a large membership. We have a great church, and he has brought us a long ways.
I heard
He made a
yes.
difference since he's
Yes.
been there.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about
Yes,
Pastor
ma'am.
Morgan. I sure
Yes,
have.
ma'am. Yes.
Like I say, and every time I see him, he's the same.
Yes.
He never changed,
All
and that's
right.
one good thing. He's a man of God.
Oh,
Amen.
yeah.
And he shows
Amen.
it. He
Yes.
shows it. He
Every
shows it
day.
in the community
Yeah.
everywhere he goes. He
Yes,
shows
ma'am.
that what God has done for him, and,
All right.
and he loved people. He's
Amen.
a people person, a people
Yes.
preacher,
Amen.
and that's what we need. We need more Christian people
All
now.
right.
We need more people with love.
All right.
You know, it starts with the pastors. Am I
Yes,
right?
yes.
It starts
All right.
in the pulpit,
It does.
all the way to the front door.
All right.
And if that pastor have what he have for his members, have what he need to have for his members, he should have a good church.
Amen.
But you got to be a dynamic pastor. You
Yes.
got to be. You
Yes.
got to be a pastor first,
Yes.
and then God will take care of the rest.
Amen.
He will.
Amen.
Now, your husband is here with you tonight. Matter of fact, this is a husband and wife. This is a husband and wife team tonight. Thank God we got the husband and wife. Now, we've heard from the wife. Now we're going to hear from the husband.
All right. Yes, we are planning on having an enjoyable time. We're going to social this. The deacons are going to park the cars.
Amen.
We're going to make sure that everyone's comfortable because you know how the system works. We're going to give everyone balloons to either go in the car or they can stand out and hold them. But you got to have your mask on. And we, as members of Concord, got to show the pastor. He shows love every Sunday.
Yes.
So we got to show him love on this day. Him and his family.
Amen.
You know, we want them to know we love them as much as they love us, you know. And like I was telling, my brother was talking the other day, he came out to the house, he said, "Yo, we got to do something great for us." I said, "Yes, we just show up. You know, it ain't about the money all the time, it's just the appreciation."
That's
and
right.
he shows
That's
appreciation.
right.
He loved everybody in our
That's
church.
right.
It ain't
Amen.
like he have big eyes, little U's. We are all treated the same.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
And we really
Yes.
appreciate Pastor Morgan.
Amen. And when he treat everybody the same, everybody gonna love him the same.
That's right.
Amen.
That's one good thing. That's one.
Amen.
Like you said, it's not all about money all the time.
No.
It's about appreciation and love.
Amen.
It's about love, and you can show your love, you know, just by asking a person how you doing, how you feel, you know.
Alright.
And one thing I like about Pastor Morgan, I don't care where you are, I don't care where he see you at. If you talking with somebody, he gonna stand right there and wait till he gets your attention so he can speak to you.
Yes.
That's another thing I really like
Yes.
about him.
Yes.
Really, you know, I notice a lot of people. I notice a lot of things, and I notice
Right.
a lot of pastors. I notice a lot of them, and he's one of those. He don't have no big eyes and no little ears.
No,
Now I can
everybody's the
tell
same.
that. I can tell
Yes.
he treat all his members so when I see him, he's all the same. He don't treat none no different, and he don't treat the community when he out, you know,
Yes.
different churches. He tried to get around to speaking to everybody.
Yes, he
Yes.
does.
And I wished he was here tonight with us so he could speak his opinion too.
All right.
But now, what did he say when y'all told him y'all was going to do this for him? Was he surprised or?
Yes, well, it was more. He was talking to my wife. She
Okay.
always come up with
Okay,
suggestions.
she's
And, you know,
spearheading it.
Yes,
Good,
and
good,
you
good.
might say I'm the helper. Okay.
But you're gonna have to have a
Yeah,
leader.
make sure
Yeah.
You
everything
need a
goes
leader,
right.
right?
Yes.
You need a leader. You know, I don't care how many people you have in church. You don't have all of them gonna think the same.
No,
All right.
no.
Some of them gonna come up with different ideas.
Yes.
But if you put all those ideas together,
All
it
right.
will work.
Yes,
It will work.
yes.
And there's no big eyes, you know.
No.
You all of us working. We working for God.
All right.
That's
We're
true.
hoping and praying that we will see him one day. We're
Yes.
working for the building of the kingdom. That's what it's
Alright.
all about. We don't want nobody to think that, you know, I don't want nobody to think that I'm going to do it all. I mean, I want join in. We join in
Amen.
and work together, and all of
Yes.
us can do it. You can pull together, and you know you would be surprised what it would end up being.
That's right.
Yes, you'd
Yes,
be
it
just
does.
surprised. And his wife, what's his wife's name?
Miss Kamika Morgan.
Okay. She's a sweetheart.
Yes,
I've been
yes.
knowing her quite a while. I know her better now since since I've been getting in with him. I know her better. And the children, the little baby, just as sweet and precious
Oh,
as she could
yes.
be. Now, she comes in the store where I work, and one Saturday she came in there, bless her heart, and she was looking for some shoes. And I asked her, I said, "Where's Reverend Morgan?" She said, "Oh, he's out there in the car." I said, "I knew he wouldn't go away." Yes, he wouldn't go away.
Yes.
But it's just a pleasure. It's just a pleasure
Yes.
to be able to do something nice for your pastor.
Amen. Amen.
If he's nice to you all,
Yes.
you need to be nice to him.
Amen.
Yes.
You need to
Amen.
do something nice for him.
Yes.
And it will never be forgotten.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Never be forgotten. As long as he been there, I didn't know he had been there 5 years. I
Yes,
didn't know
he
he had
had.
been there that long.
Yes.
Because I used to come out there to revivals a lot.
Okay.
I have revivals, and
Yes.
it's like now we can't
can't do
anything
it.
like that.
That's
We
right.
can't. But there's a reason.
Yes.
That's a reason for this. I'm going to ask you all another question. I don't want to do all the talking. What do you think about this virus going on now? I'm going to ask your husband.
Okay.
What do you think about the situation we are living in now?
Well, I feel like it's different, but sometimes man get a little out of control. So we can look at it as if God is just getting our attention, because we're killing each other, we're not showing love, we're not doing God's will. So sometimes you just have to step back, and things happen. It's like I'm 60. I'll be 64 in September. I've never seen it where you couldn't go to church. I've never seen it where people just killing people. I've never seen it, with all disease and stuff. And a few Sundays back, in the Sunday school lesson, it said that it put you in the mind of a plague, and this is what this COVID-19 seems like. It's a plague, and only God can put a plague on. But then in the meantime, I feel like he's trying to get all the attention to let us know that he's still in control, but he wants to honor him. And we're getting where, we put God last. We do everything we got to do. I mean, we go to work every day. The ones that hadn't retired. We go on weekend, we go shopping on Sunday, we can do everything. I'm on Saturdays, but come Sunday, it's always an excuse why we can't be at Sunday school. If we come to morning worship, we looking at our clock or watches before it's time, before the pastor, get finished. But what we got to do, we just got to start back to praying, honoring God for who He is, because He made us, He know all about us. So we can fool man, but we can't fool God. So what we got to do, we got to start praying and honoring God for who He is.
That's right. That's right. And give Him all the credit.
Yes.
All the credit.
Yes.
We can't do nothing without Him.
Amen.
We can't even wake ourselves up in the morning. We don't even know when we go to sleep at night.
All right.
We have to give God all the praise and all the credit, because He has it all in His hand.
Yes,
That's
He does.
We
That's
can't
right.
do nothing with this what's going on now.
Amen.
Nobody can take care of this situation but God.
Amen.
And
Amen.
that's why I love Him so. I just love God, and I'm sure you all do too. And
Yes.
as being a couple, it's just so nice. Very seldom I get to talk to the wife and husbands. I don't talk couples like this too often. But today I'm just so excited to have a good couple here. Now, how long you all been married?
15 years.
Lord, it doesn't seem like it's been that long.
15
Time go by
years.
fast, doesn't it? It
Yeah.
does. And you're still in love with each other.
Still in
That's
love.
the most
Yes.
important
Yes,
thing.
ma'am.
Still in
Yeah.
love with each other. And stay in love with each other.
Yes.
That's right. I don't care what go and come, you stay in love with each other. That's
Yes.
what God wants us to do.
Yes, it
It's
is.
all about that little 4-letter word, love.
Yes.
Love.
So much, covers
And if
so
we-
much.
We say we love, but we don't.
That's right.
The song they sing, I'm going to do all I can for my Lord. That's not true. They need to stop singing that song. They're not going to do all they can for the Lord. They're not
Amen.
doing that.
Amen.
That's, and like you say, on Saturdays, they get prepared to do everything they want to do. Come Sunday morning, they getting up, going fishing, washing their cars, doing things, out of the ordinary.
Right.
Instead of being with God and say, I'm going to get up and go to church. And another thing, too, you need to take your children to church.
Yes.
Yes.
Take their children.
Yes.
take the children to Sunday school and be about our Father's business.
Amen.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Amen.
Train the children up like they supposed to be. See the mother and father together.
Amen.
That's one thing, and they will never forget it. Because I didn't forget, old as I am, I haven't forgot my mother and father, what they did for us. And I know
That's
you,
right.
I know, your mom,
yes,
I know your mom
yes,
very well.
yes.
And I know you can't forget for what she
That's
has
right.
done for you.
That's right.
We just have to praise the Lord. Just praise Him
Amen.
every day. Is there anything else you all like to say about Sunday? Like for the audience to know about what's going on Sunday? Now, I know one thing, you all can tell us how to get there, because some of the TV land probably might want to come and they don't know how to get there.
Okay, if you're traveling from Columbus, Phoenix City way, you want to come to, if I'm sure everybody familiar with the Lee County Flea Market.
Amen.
I always use that for direction. We're probably about 1.5 miles down on the left, Concord Missionary Baptist Church. We have a sign out there. Once you pass Ashley Steele, just get prepared to see that sign on the left that says Concord.
Okay.
And that's where we are,
Right next to the highway department.
next to the highway department. It's a new building that they just put out there, and we're right next door.
Okay.
And if you're coming from Opelika, we're probably about 12 miles from the Interstate 85, straight on that highway. Just keep straight, then we'll be on the right side.
Okay. And, you know, you all have me out a little bit later than normally. Usually, because everybody's in church having it from 10:30 and 11, you know, but you all at 1, so everybody be out of their church services by
Yes.
then, so they can come on out and join with
Yes,
you all.
yes.
Now, you all have church every Sunday? Are y'all in church? Y'all in the church every Sunday?
We
Your
doing
pastor?
virtual church,
Oh, you
but
doing virtual,
he has opened it up for just a few members. You know, he's
Okay.
not the elderly.
Okay.
We being very careful.
Right.
You know, he's leaving it up to the individual
Right.
and all, but most of the time we having virtual church.
Good.
And he also have a number you can call in, like if you don't do the social media like Facebook or whatever, you can call in on a phone number.
Okay, would you mind giving the TV land that number?
Oh my God.
Okay, well that's all right.
Yeah.
We'll get it.
Well,
We'll get
yeah.
it, and he can add it. He
Right.
can add that number.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's what most people are having. That you know they are. Well, a lot of the churches like they're having it in their cars in the parking lot.
Right,
You know,
right.
You know, and the pastors outside, you know, ministering to them. I've been to some of those, and it's very fruitful.
Yes.
Very good. I enjoy it. I really enjoy that. But at my church, we're having it inside too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a few.
Just a few.
people in there.
Yeah.
Yes. Because you know, I miss church, and all of us, when you raised up in church, it's just something different.
Amen.
It's just
Amen.
different. It's
It
just, you
is.
can't get used to not
No,
going to
going to
church. That's right. You want to be in church.
Yes.
You really do. I grew up in church, and you all did too. And you, Sunday morning, we get up looking forward to going to church. Wednesday night, the Bible study. You know,
That's it.
and we couldn't have a revival like we usually have. You know, now August usually be revival month.
Yes.
Yeah. But you can't have that now like you used
No,
to.
it's
Yeah, but
definitely
we still
different.
give all the praises to God.
Yes,
Still,
Amen.
it's gonna
yes.
come back. One day we're gonna be, you know, so we can get back. I
Amen.
don't think it will never be like it was, but we'll get so we can get back to stay with God.
That's right.
Amen.
Just
That's
we got to
right.
stay with Him.
Yeah, because he'll never leave
He
us.
never leave us, nor forsake us. He said
That's
that.
right.
He
That's
said
his
that.
promise.
And I'm looking forward. You know, it's a lot. There's a lot of sick people. A lot of people that's passed on. But look at God.
All right.
We're still
We're
here.
still
Amen.
here.
We're still here, and that
Yes.
means a lot.
Yes,
That
it
means a
does.
lot. We're still here praising and trusting in
That's
God. And that's all I know.
That's
All
right.
I don't know
That's right.
nothing.
That's right.
That's it.
Okay. Anything else you all like to elaborate on?
I just like to thank you for inviting us. And I was so happy when you said I could bring someone because I got to bring my husband. So
I'm so glad. Like I
Yes.
say, it's a husband and wife team here today, and we need more there.
and we appreciate you
We
loving
need
and caring
more
about our
there.
pastor
Yes,
too.
Sure, I care
Yes.
about him. Yeah. whenever we have a program and I spearhead it, I'm gonna always get in touch with Pastor Morgan. He always come down and be with us.
Yes,
He's
very humble man.
Pastor,
Very
I
humble.
love Pastor Morgan.
Yes.
I really do.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to seeing him on Sunday.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you all on
Oh,
Sunday.
we'll
I
be
hope
there.
the
We'll be
Lord
there.
bless and keep all of us.
Yes.
I really do. I hope everything just go well for him.
Thank
Yes.
you.
And I
for
hope
that.
everybody. Now, let me ask you this about his gifts. You all are going to give him some gifts too on Sunday.
What we normally do, because for the last 4 years, well, 3, and we been passing out pastoral envelopes, the offering envelope, and everybody loves that. They say, why don't you give out some envelopes and we can put what we wanted in there, and he'll know personally it's from us.
Right.
So we did that on his 2nd anniversary, and everybody loved it, and they keep telling us, the members keep saying, I like the envelope, I like the envelope.
Yes.
So that's what we do. We got this big mailbox we're gonna have sitting out front,
Amen.
so when the members comes in, they can put their gift offering in the mailbox. And when he parade in, him and his family, we're gonna be able to give him the mailbox with all his
Wonderful.
gifts
All
in
of his
there.
gifts in
Uh-huh.
it. That
And
is
he'll
so
know who giving him
Right.
whatever, and they'll
That's
put their little
good.
notes on there, whatever they want to say to him,
that is
because we
so
won't be able to
good.
get up in the church and express how we
Right.
feel.
You
So this way he'll know.
He'll know. That's right. And I'm sure he's looking forward to this. I am sure. And he has a large family too.
Yes, he does.
So a lot of those Morgan.
Yeah. Yes, he
'cause
does.
My godmother is a Morgan.
Oh,
And I love her
Okay.
to death.
Okay.
She's related to your pastor.
Okay.
And I don't know if she'll be there Sunday, but since it's 1 o'clock, she might try to come.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they support him. I mean, it's just amazing how they pull for their pastor. Even though that's their brother, cousin, uncle, whatever, but
Yeah,
they support him in everything that he does.
That's
As a matter of fact, our membership has really increased.
Thank God.
And most of those people are his family.
Thank God. Thank God. Loving family. Loving family.
anytime you can get family to follow you, you got to be doing something
gotta be right.
Something good.
Yes, you
That's
have.
right. That's right.
So
'Cause
we-
you know how families are.
Yes,
Families
because
don't stick
they
together like
understand
they
they know
should.
all the deep dark
Right,
secrets.
that's
But
right.
what happened is, when you're doing the right thing, and God is blessing you, no matter how it look or how it seems, He's always taking care of us.
That's right.
All He expects us to do is to honor Him for who He
That's
is.
right. That's
And
right.
once we do that, He'll do the
He'll
rest.
do the rest.
Yes,
That's right.
he
All we
does.
have to do is just leave it with Him.
Yes.
And He'll take care of the rest.
Yes, He will.
That's the truth. Now, is this church, your church in Smith or Salem?
Salem.
Salem.
Mhm, it's in
Okay,
Salem.
Okay,
Mhm.
Salem. I mean, and the address again is what now?
11727.
11.
727.
Okay. 727. And that's Highway
280 East.
280 East. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, TV Land, you all got the address and the time that they will be doing the parade for their pastor on Sunday. And his name again is?
Marsha S. Morgan Sr.
Marsha S. Morgan Sr.
Yes.
Okay. Now, he has a son that sings well.
Lillian
Now, that's
J.
Junior.
Yes.
That little boy can sing.
Yes, he
He
can.
He
Them
can
two.
really sing. And I hate because they can't have
The whole
can't go-
family, all of them.
Really? I hate because we can't get in church on Sunday. Hear that little boy sing. God, fix it some way he can sing.
I
That's
know,
something
I
to say.
know, I know.
Yeah.
We ought to.
That's a singing little boy.
Yes.
The song that he sings, if a robin can say thank you,
So
Yes.
can I.
so can I. That's the song that little boy sings. And that
Yes,
little boy sang that
yes,
song.
he does.
How old is he?
MJ is what, 13?
Really?
I think he's 13.
Oh my
Uh-huh.
God! Oh my God! When I heard him, I said, "Lord have mercy!" I said, "No, I really got to get him on the TV."
Yes.
And one day when he's getting, now we can, if you all can get your choir together, I would glad to have him here.
Okay.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
glad to lot. How many is it? How many in the choir? do you know?
Oh, the children choir probably got 15 of them.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, and Miss Morgan is over that choir, as a matter of
the
fact.
mother, the wife, the preacher's
Uh-huh.
wife.
Yes, Miss Morgan
okay,
got
good.
those great. Mhm.
She's over the choir.
Mhm.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's a good
And
thing.
She's our youth
Youth
director.
director
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's a busy preacher.
Yeah,
Yes,
wife,
she
isn't she?
is.
That's a good
I
thing.
tell everybody she's a hard working preacher wife I ever
she
seen.
sure is.
Yeah.
She sure, and that's one good thing.
Mhm.
Stick with her husband.
Yes.
Stay
Yeah.
with her husband.
That's right.
Push her husband.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's right. And I tell you one thing I say all the time. If you want to know what kind of pastor you got, watch his wife.
All right.
Watch his wife. If you want to know what kind of pastor you got, watch his wife. Because his wife is going to be up to par. If the preacher's up to par, the wife is going to be right there with him.
All right.
Yes.
Going to be
Amen.
right there with
Amen.
him. I heard a story one time, TV Land, and I'm going to say this. There was the preacher's wife that was at church one Sunday morning sitting in an amen corner. And normally, you know, the preacher's wife would be boosting the husband. When he's preaching, they're going to boost that husband. And this particular lady was sitting over there in the corner that Sunday morning, wasn't saying anything, sitting in the amen corner. And so this lady looked around her and said, Miss so-and-so, so why are you not saying anything? Good as your husband preaching.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you not amen and boosting him up? So she said, if you had heard what that man said to me this morning before he got here, you wouldn't say nothing to me. That's the way the story
Yes.
Yeah.
But like I said, you watch that pastor's wife.
Amen.
You
Yeah.
want to know what kind of pastor you
Yes.
got.
Yes.
Yeah, because that wife is going to be uplifting. She's going to do what she can for her husband.
Yes.
And she's going to stick by him.
Amen.
Yes.
And that's what we need.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
exactly what we need.
Yes.
Okay, before we end today, we're going to go through this. The protocol's already been established, but we're going to go through it again. His name is Reverend Marshall S.
Morgan Senior.
And he will be having his 5th
Pastoral
on
anniversary.
Sunday
Yes,
at
ma'am.
1 o'clock.
Yes.
Am I right?
That's
And
right.
the address again is?
11727 280 Highway 280 East,
Okay. So,
Salem, Alabama.
Alabama. Okay. And TV Land, we want to let you all know that you are welcome.
Please.
They say you are all welcome to come and see this great parade, and he will be riding in a limo. And I do want to see that.
Yes.
I want to see that. And if you don't get that Sunday to see it, please watch it on TV. It will be on Bean 7 on Old Time Gospel. You'll get a chance to see it then.
Yes.
But we're asking you to come. Don't just come just to be coming. Come to enjoy and bring the Lord with you.
Amen.
If
Yes.
you take God with you, everything's gonna work out.
Yes.
Yes.
And we won't ask you to meet us there. We're asking you to beat us there.
That's right. That's
Amen.
right. That's
Everybody,
right.
the whole community,
Amen.
Smith Station, Phoenix City, Columbus, all
That's
the surroundings. Please, Seal, Alabama. Please, let's come and join this wonderful celebration for Pastor Morgan, because he deserves
He
it.
does. That's right.
Amen.
Well
He
deserved.
Yes,
Mhm.
he does. He does. And I must say again, thank y'all so much for
All right.
coming.
Thank
You just don't know. My heart is just overflowing to
Good.
see you all.
All right.
Now, we work with East Alabama.
Oh,
Now, I tell you
yes.
that, and I think everybody out there probably know about
Yes.
East Alabama. But we can't see everybody like we meant because of the virus going
Amen.
on. But this is you, the president of
The deacon wise.
the deacon wise at Concord, right? And what
No,
other-
not at Concord, but at East Alabama.
at East Alabama.
Yes,
but
under
you,
Miss
what are
Barbara.
you at Concord Church? You in
Oh my God, Pastor Aid, President.
You wears a lot of hats in your
Yes,
church.
ma'am.
Yeah. And her husband wears a lot of hats.
Yes.
Also, you're the deacon, one of the deacons. Then now, who's the chairman of your deacon board then?
Deacon Tim Jefferson.
Okay,
He's the
okay,
chairman.
okay.
And,
Good.
And I teach the adult Sunday school class.
You teach adult Sunday school.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. You wears a lot of hats.
Yes,
and
he
I
does.
I know Shirley here wears a lot of hats.
Yes,
Yes, she
ma'am.
does a lot for the church. And we appreciate you with East Alabama. We really do. We appreciate. Now, you all were supposed to be having a program, right, for the ministry. I mean, for the
Deacon
deacons'
wise,
wives.
we were supposed to have our hat parade,
Yes.
but of course we had to
Had to
postpone all
cancel.
that. Yes.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to come another time.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's going to be another time. God is keeping us. And like I say, He has a reason for everything. But in this season we're in now, what would you like to tell the TV land in this season? What would y'all like to leave with them in this season we're in now?
in this season, I would like to leave with them. We got to trust God. We got to give God our best because we're expecting His best. And you know, no matter what we're going through, we just got to remember it's already been taken care of. When Jesus went to the cross, He took all sickness, all the disease, everything that we would be facing. He took it to the cross with it. And not only that, we got to remember His blood, what can make my spirit clean? Nothing but the blood. We got to remember when He gave up His blood, He gave us the right to everything that we're going to need. He gave the right to life, the right to be blessed, the right to go from day to day, to do what we got to do. So we just got to honor God and just remember what His Son Jesus did. And He did it because of His love.
To God be the glory.
Yes.
To God be the glory.
Yes.
You said something there. You said a mouthful. And that's something all of us need to take it in. We need to live by it daily. When you wake up in the morning, you can't. A lot of people wake up, they don't even think what's going on. They think they're waking themselves
Oh,
up.
yes.
You
Yes.
can't do that.
No.
Whenever the Lord opened my eyes, that's the first thing I say is, thank you, Jesus. I'm
That's
so
it.
glad to see another day because He don't have to do it.
No, He
Amen.
don't.
He don't have
That's
to be
right.
that good.
That's
But
right.
He is just good to you.
Yes.
Yes.
What would you like to leave with the TV land in this
I
season?
would like to say in these times, don't give up on God. Because He sees, He hears us, you know. Keep talking to Him, keep praying. Because we just got to wait. Because He going to set it straight.
Yes.
He'll never give up on us.
No,
So
no,
just
no.
don't give up on God. That's what I like to say.
Thank you so much for saying that. And I thank you so much. Now, we can go home and rest in peace tonight because a lot has been said and done here this evening. I mean, I have enjoyed everything. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to let this go down and not noticing. I know that everything you all say tonight, I've taken in. I have taken it in. And, you know, it's given me something to think on tonight and tomorrow. I'll be thinking about some of the stuff that we talked about because I love God.
Amen.
I love
And He
God.
loves
And
us.
I know
That's
He
right.
loved me.
That's right.
Amen.
Yes,
Amen.
yes, yes. And we just got to remember that He's not going to put no more on us than we can bear.
Amen.
That's it.
Yes,
Amen.
He's going to take. He didn't bring us as far as
Oh,
He
no.
No, He didn't. No, He didn't. He's with us. Through thick and thin, God is with us. And
Yes.
He's going to stay
Yes,
with
He
us.
is.
And TV land, remember, whatever go and come, just remember God is looking down on
Yes,
us.
He
Amen.
is.
God is with us. God is taking
Amen.
care of us.
Yes.
And there's nothing we can do without Him.
That's it.
So we're going to go in peace and say to you, TV land, we're so happy that you all was watching us tonight. Be with us tonight. And don't forget Sunday. Don't forget the anniversary on Sunday. We'll be looking forward to seeing you all there.
Yes.
And if you can't make it, turn on Old Time Gospel. You'll get a chance to see them on the Old Time Gospel next week. Have a good night. Be blessed and stay with God. Amen.
All right.
Amen.
Thank
Amen.
you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.